They don't have the guts to say like we are going to impose Hindi. Each and every citizen of our Tamil Nadu is watching the way how the union government is behaving to us. English is more than enough, and we are thinking on artificial intelligence level, we are thinking on the robotics level. We don't want any translators. Even I am telling better all the students, all the kids better study more than 10 languages. Why you are want to restrict yourself to 3 languages? But that's the difference between compulsion and optional.
Hello everyone, Vanakkam. This is Mahalingam Ponnuswamy for the Federal. In this special occasion, we have Minister for School Education, Mr. Anbil Mahesh Poyyamozhi with us. Behalf of everybody, I am just welcoming him. Sir, thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you.
A war of words has broken out between central and state regarding 3-language policy. As per Indian Constitution, Tamil Nadu government is implementing 2-language policy since long. Why do you think center is raising this issue since law is very clear?
So this is their agenda. Like whenever state is considered to be a very weak in terms of a leadership, they will definitely impose whatever they are thinking. So this is their thing from the beginning, from 2014 I will tell. Since we have worked already with Vajpayee's also, but it's not like that in terms of Vajpayee. But when 2014, our Honorable Prime Minister, he took over Prime Minister of India. From the time they started, initially in 2015, they started framing a NEP with the team constituting with no education people inside the team. But almost people based on this RSS background, they are the part of the members of framing this NEP. In that time itself, our Tamil Nadu said, this is not the way like you need to frame a NEP. You should have a proper educationist inside the team, but without having a educationalist inside the team, this NEP 2020 really is bringing a lot of doubts about maybe you are trying to impose all the RSS agenda into this one. So from the beginning, we were very cautious, even our Honorable Chief Minister, in terms of NEP 2020 draft version itself, he gave a lot of ideas like we can't accept some of the classes in the NEP like we are planning to bring. But they didn't hear, they didn't listen. They used to say the education is in the concurrent list, but till now I don't know. They don't know the actual meaning of what is concurrent. So it is not in the concurrent list. It is not based on a requisition in the state list. We are seeing it's in a very secret list. So the way how they are trying to impose each and everything. And this NEP 2020, it's not only about the language issues, but apart from language issues, like they are trying to force our children regarding bringing public examinations on 3rd standard, 5th standard and 8th standard. And they are giving, even after 5th standard, from the 6th standard itself, like we will be giving more ideas and more views on the vocational. And if you are not interested in proper academic studies, like you can go to the vocational side like that. So this, from the beginning, like you know, like the Dravidian movement and even our Dravidian Kalagam, we always believe on social justice. But you know about how this BJP, they won't believe on social justice. So to break all these kind of social justice schemes, like they want to bring something. Our Honorable Chief Minister, like 1 week before, he gave us a statement that almost they are planning for a Sanskritization kind of thing. Because why he mentioned that, if you see the NEP or the way how they are handling other languages in India, almost they have allotted more than 1,488 crores for Sanskrit development itself, for bringing the Sanskrit to the next level, how to bring this Sanskrit to the whole nation kind of thing. But if you see all the Dravidian languages, Tamil and other Telugu, Kannadika, they didn't mention in a very higher way in that NEP. They always talk a lot about Sanskrit in that one. They talk about the literature that is being in the Sanskrit, and they are telling like we are going to bring more moral languages in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is one of the best languages, it's a modern language. So these are the words they have used in the NEP 2020. So they are trying to impose this on all the states, as I said earlier, which are the states that have a very weaker leadership. Almost, if you see like each and every states, like which is speaking Hindi, you won't find even two languages in the state. There's only almost 90% of the states now they are speaking Hindi in their state. And
The union minister said three language policy is not implemented across state in the letter of spirit. But why he insists to implement in Tamil Nadu? What's your say?
he didn't mention it as a spirit. He is bringing the constitution into this one. I don't know why he is bringing the constitution. As we all know, the language policy of Tamil Nadu, like almost we have exemption in terms of the only state which have the exemption not to implement the three language policy is only Tamil Nadu in the whole nation. This is 1963 to 1967, even 1976 rules says this, and language policy rules. But knowing that, and I don't know why he wants to impose it on Tamil Nadu. And while on the discussion with him one-to-one, since I had a discussion at his residence in 2024, Jan or Feb months before the election, and even after election, we all went, like representing each and every party's MPs, meeting him in the parliament. And at the time also he is telling, why you are not accepting this three language policy. Even I am from a non-Hindi state, I am from Odia, and we are in our state, we are also recommending for that. Then the only thing we ask is, what happened to the Oriya language in your state? So we don't want to diminish our own language in our state, so we are not accepting on this one. It's not only on the language side, even if it is on the other classes like you are mentioning the NEP, and we are not ready to accept that. But they have their own agenda. They are not very concerned on education system. They are not very concerned on the students' future. They are concerned only on, they want to bring the Hindi as the whole national language in the state, that which is not going to happen, because we are telling like this is a subcontinent. India is a subcontinent. Each and every state has its own culture. It has its own language, and it has even the language has different kind of dialects. But here, even Rajasthan, if you take, if in Uttar Pradesh, if you take, each and every state has its own kind of, each and every state has more than 11 to 12 kind of languages in a single state itself.
Exactly.
But almost the Hindi is almost coming, and it almost dissolves each and every language. Now they are trying to do it in Tamil Nadu also.
All sudden, the minister says that he is going to stop the fund for central schemes. So how we are going to tackle this situation, because we already have a lack of backends, we have packages, already we have a huge issue with the facing financial crisis. So how we are going to tackle this?
See, stopping the money, it's not at all, they don't have any rights to stop the money. When a bill has been passed in the parliament after a session, they haven't mentioned anything about any condition to each and every state, like they should accept this three language policy, then only we will be giving, they should accept the NEP, then only we, it's kind of a blackmailing. That's why our Honorable Chief Minister, please don't blackmail our state in this regards. And apart from that, as you said, even for the natural disaster also, we requested them almost 45,000 crores, and they have released only some 2,070 crores or something. But our Honorable Chief Minister, based on his administrative power, like he is maintaining and he is handling in a very grateful manner. But again, the central government, whenever our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister used to say, whenever we used to pay 1 rupee as a tax, and they are giving back only 29 paisa, and now I am telling him that 29 paisa is not going to come for us. So this is again the hard-earned money of the state, and we are giving that for the nation's development, and they are not giving back to our state. It's very sad part, and definitely each and every citizen of our Tamil Nadu is watching the way how the union government is behaving to our state.
Some of the political parties are straight away alleging that some section of students are, more number of students are, accessing three languages. Only underprivileged students are unable to access three languages because of Tamil Nadu education policy. What's your take on this, sir?
Everything, everyone should have everything. That is our Dravidian model's policy, and in such a way, like the whole state, in terms of numbers, if you think, like we are bringing the Samachir Kalpi to all the private schools during Muthamani Kalanga's period, and each and every rural side, and everybody, learning this two language, like Tamil, they have to think in their own mother tongue, and they have to communicate globally through English language, which is going to be an international language. So we are focusing more on that one, and I don't know why they are just insisting for this Hindi kind of thing. And if you take in terms of numbers, like almost 3%, almost 1 crore and 29 lakh students are studying in Tamil Nadu, almost 3%, and you know the way how the private schools and private sectors will market the students, they will market the parents, like telling we are ready to, we will teach your children horse riding, we will teach your children swimming, we will teach your children like archery kind of, everything will be. It is one of the kind of marketing, and they are from the beginning like kind of view each and every parents having is like we need to make our children admit in a private school and let them learn something, horse riding, let them learn, but in what way it is going to help them. So it's kind of a marketing I am just saying. And each and every parents in Tamil Nadu, they know the importance of the mother tongue and the importance of English.
So in fun check, we are saying students and parents have expectations are very high. So how we are going to compete with private schools and as well as the world class education?
So as I said, like almost in this almost 4 years, like our Honorable Chief Minister, based on his idea, based on his guidance, we almost introduced more than 67 kinds of schemes in our school education department, starting from even the only state which had a MOU with Microsoft is only Tamil Nadu in the whole India. We used to call this a TEALS scheme, and now we are planning, it's initially we are doing a pilot project and planning to bring it
implement
to,
the scheme.
yeah, to bring it to lot of schools, government schools in Tamil Nadu. Not only that, and we are also having a STEM lab, which we used to call as a Vanavil Mandam. We are giving more focus on the arts and culture and in academic side, on the talent side, and we are identifying some of 25 students from each and every sectors in the Tamil Nadu, and every year like almost 150 to 200 students, we are taking them for educational tour for the foreign countries, and we are giving that kind of exposure to each and every children's here. And you know about our breakfast scheme, like almost now England and Canada, they have started implementing, and even other states like from Telangana and other states, the bureaucrats are coming here and they are just witnessing how we are doing this one, and they are also trying to, it's good. What I am telling is, even nowadays, even yesterday also, if you see like a university from King's University, a professor from the political science and social science, and he has given a very good verdict kind of thing to our state. Like in India, the only model like other states should follow is Tamil Nadu model. So everybody is praising, even the union government is praising us, yes, you are doing good, you are performing good in the education side, even you are giving, even the STG is appreciating us and now giving a quality education, giving a quality health kind of thing, and about this poverty and about what are the other things. For the main 5 things, like we are in the top. And even the
but some people mentioning that ASRA 2024 report and accusing some.
But I don't know why this they are giving more importance to the ASR report. As I already told, the credibility of ASR report, we need to check the credibility of the ASR report, since each and every state, like the ASR report is based on the local government's education department. But only in Tamil Nadu, I don't know what kind of thing they are planning, what kind of agenda they are planning, or what kind of view they want to focus on the state in terms of education. They have selected almost 25 kind of NGOs. We don't know the name of the, where the NGO actually exists.
So you don't know where and how
where they are, yeah, even because I know from our department, we inquired to some of the NGOs and we asked them, we didn't mention like we are talking from the department. As a third person, somebody, we asked them to check what these NGOs. We called one NGOs in Tamil Nadu, out of this 25 been deputed by the union government. We asked how you are doing this kind of thing. Then they said, sir, the total strength of NGO is only 9 people, sir. But in that district, almost 2,500 schools are there. Okay. And we randomly will go and we'll talk to some of the students, sir. We'll talk to some of the, what do you call, the village officers, sir. From that only we are bringing, but we will never enter into any school campus, sir. So then we have our own doubt on this one, and then we did, okay, we are already doing internal assessment kind of class test, quarterly exam, half-yearly exam kind of thing we are doing. Apart from that, now our SPC, our State Planning Commission, what they are already doing some of the survey on that one. They won't tell us. Parallel they are doing, but they won't tell us. Even on the breakfast scheme also, without telling us, they did some of the survey, and based on the survey report has been studied by our Honorable President of India in the Parliament itself. And she praised our government talking about the breakfast and what are the impacts of the breakfast which has been implemented in our state. So that SP is doing some parallel, they are not going to tell us because that is going to be a surprise. It has to be like that only. Okay. Because in our department we don't want any rosy pictures, or we don't want any sugar-coated statement which is going to give a very comfortable and satisfaction to us. It has, because it is depend on the students' future, it depends on the society future, so it depends on the state's future. So let them bring this kind of thing. And now we are also doing some third party. It is not like 24,000, 25,000 sampling. It is almost for all the 10 lakh students who are studying from first standard to fifth standard. So we are waiting for the report. Once the report comes, definitely I will
we can cross check with this report.
Yes, also. And you can come to know.
So now the center is pushing PM-SHRI schools.
First they tried to implement the NEP 2020. We opposed that one. We said we are going to follow the system what we are doing all these years. So that is more than enough for our state children. Then they didn't put any much pressure on that one. But this Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, but every year we used to get the money based on the PAB project approval board amount, the amount arrived through that board, and every year we are getting this one. So since we were very strong not allowing this NEP 2020 into our state, then what they said, what they decided, I think in 2023 almost 3 installments they need to release the amount. Almost in 2023, in the urge of receiving the last installment, they said we have planning to introduce a scheme called PM-SHRI. So okay, it's good. What is that? What is that in the PM-SHRI? We asked them. They said we are going to give a very the quality education to each and every students. So we are going to identify almost 14,000 schools in the nation. We are going to give lot of facilities in that one. We said that's good, but what are the other things like no? Slowly they are telling the NEP 2020. So now we realize, so this is their agenda. This is not for PM-SHRI. This is not for the quality education. This is to impose the NEP 2020 again through this PM-SHRI. Then we said, no, sir, we are very comfortable with what we are doing already. So we don't want. Already we are giving a quality education. Even the union government, you already praised us. Yeah, that you are doing good in almost 20 objectives derived by the SSCA. You are top in 19, so it is good. You have only given the certificate to us, and now you are trying to impose the NEP 20, which is not going to happen in our state, because our state sentiment is different in terms of language, and we are very comfortable already with these 2 languages. We said we don't want this PM-SHRI. Then they said if you are not going to accept this PM-SHRI, then you will not be getting the money. So this is kind of interaction we had one-to-one, as I said, and it's only inside the hall. But Honorable Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, like 1 month before, I think in the Kasi thing, some press reporter, they asked them about what is your view on not releasing the money to the government, why you are so adamant on this? Yeah, they have to accept the 3 language policy, then only we are. When he started this, then our Honorable Chief Minister, it is the kind of blackmailing should not be happen in terms of education. Don't play politics in the education. It depends almost 43 lakh students' future, and this is the thing.
So one side we are opposing NEP 2020 completely, another side they stop funding. So how we are going to plan, how we are going to get more funds, because already state is running out of funds, as said.
See, as I said, like the Honorable Chief Minister, he is handling that since, like we have all the economics related persons, and they are giving more ideas on how we need to handle it. But apart from that, through this media, I would like to bring some of the issues to the public also. Stopping this fund, SSCA fund, is not union government. This is our money. This 2,152 crores is for the future of 43 lakh students. And not only that, and as I initially said about the social justice, how they are trying to break that one, because each and every poor students, there is an act called Right to Compulsory Education Act. Each and every poor students, based on the socio-economic background, 25% of the students should be admitted in a private sector, private schools. But here, for that, the union government and the state government, 60 to 40, we have to give that money to the institutions. But till now, from 2023, it was almost 2 years, they stopped that money, and now they have put the each and every poor students who are in urge, like I need to study in this school in terms of this 25% quota, with all other categories also, socio-economic background, each and every category is there. So now they have the union government, they are just stopping this kind of children, and they are indirectly stopping the children by stopping the amount to the giving to the private sector. So this is the thing of our own example I am telling, and apart from that, children with special needs is going to get affected because of this, and students who are from the orphan side, they are going to get affected because of this. So like this, all the low level of people, they are going to affected because of this. That's why I am telling, please don't do politics in this education side, release that amount immediately, because it's not your amount, it's our amount.
Is there any chance to revise two-language policy in terms of and with conditions of from the center, or?
No, because it's not only about the language, it is about the whole of the NEP 2020. They need to revise the whole of the 2020. First of all, while they are framing the 2020, NEP 2020, since the education is in the concurrent list, they should have asked our opinion. They should have asked each and every state's opinion. But without doing that one, they are just doing that. We are framed this NEP 2020 and you have to do these kind of things. They can't. That's why I always used to say, like, it's like one size fits all cannot going to work for our state.
During 1968, there was an attempt to implement Hindi in Tamil Nadu. Miserably they failed and they learned lesson. But do you think this time they have not imposing Hindi? That's a quote they're saying. They are not saying Hindi is optional. So in that name, they are sinking into backdoor.
No, that's what I'm telling. They don't have the guts to say, like, we are going to impose Hindi, because they know about Tamil Nadu. So on that fear, they are doing like, no, we are not imposing Hindi. It's a 3-language policy. And if you look into the whole, the way how they have drafted this NEP 2020 is, they already started the roadmap of bringing the Hindi and Sanskrit on that one. Like, based on the availability, based on the resource, if you talk means there's going to only some of the Hindi teachers or some of the Sanskrit. That's even the Sanskrit, the number of people speaking Sanskrit is only 24,000 people, that's it. But they will make stronger the infrastructure or building the Hindi and Sanskrit, other resources. And they will say, see, the available language is only Hindi, and the third language, and better you can make use of this Hindi. So this is their agenda. So we don't want to fall on to that kind of things.
It's a common man perspective. It's a kind of technical question. We are following 2-language policy. They are insisting 3-language policy. But what are the 3 languages that they are saying that state can decide based on what we need? But tactically, I'm just putting a question that apart from Hindi, we can take other languages and we can somehow manage this issue.
Availability of the source. See, what they're doing is you just go with your mother tongue, go with some regional languages, go with the foreign languages, and they are quoting some of the German language, Arabic language, Japanese language kind of thing. I don't know why they want to bring these kind of things. And as I'm already telling, we are focusing mainly on bringing more scientific kind of subjects to our students, not in terms of languages. Language for us is the mother tongue, and English is more than enough. And we are thinking on artificial intelligence level, we are thinking on the robotics level. We want to make very good engineers from here. We want to make very good doctors from here, information technology wise, in terms of scientists. But they are very keen on making or preparing translators for the nation. We don't want any translators. We have a lot of equipments. We have a lot of technologies for the translation of each and every language. That is more than enough for us. But we are focusing, as you know, for the ISRO, even till Narayan sir, starting from Abdul Kalam sir to Narayan sir, we are having a head of ISRO who studies the 2-language policies. That is more than enough. And if you are going to talk about 3-language policy when compared to other states, better please bring some of the known personalities who are with the flying colors in terms of in India, in foreign countries. Even today, our Honorable Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu said, because of the English and each and every Tamil people are in the top rank in each and every
Chandrababu Naidu also, yesterday he mentioned that I allow my kids to learn more than 10 languages.
Even I am telling, better all the students, all the kids, better study more than 10 languages. Why you want to restrict yourself to 3 languages? But that's the difference between compulsion and optional. So here they are talking about the compulsion, we are talking about the optional. That's it.
Thank you so much, sir.